everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Give me just a few minutes for my besties to find me and for me to find myself, you know, all the things. How is everybody doing? Okay, I found myself, so already we're doing this today, guys. All right. Now, Wednesday, I forgot to introduce myself. So hopefully if you caught Wednesdays, you already knew who I was. Here we go. Hello, my name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas. In a My Craft room, we do all things papercraft. If you are joining me from YouTube, welcome. I am so glad you found me. If you have a good time, do all the YouTube-y things like subscribe. It's free. I post 2 to 3 times a week, and we do all card making and paper crafting content over here. And if you have a good time, head on over to Facebook and check out my Facebook page, where you can interact with our wonderful community of besties and join the fun. So there we go. I have introduced. See, I told you. Wednesday, totally out of sorts, because the week before, I was on staycation. My brain was still on break. So here we go. So, let's see who is on. I don't know why I do this all the time. Do I talk like that in real life? I probably do. Hi, Pam. How you doing? Thank you for joining me, friend. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, so if you signed up for the free card making class, it's going to be tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So if you go to the event page, you can mark yourself as going, and it will convert the time for your time zone if you need it. And yeah, we're gonna have some pretty cards over there. Try and just give it a few minutes. I was on time, which I'm usually on time, but feel like I'm always late, so. You know what I mean? I always feel like I'm late, because in the military, if you're not like a half an hour early, you're late. And my husband is still that train, like the train keeps rolling on that track. So he always thinks we're late for everything because we're not early. And I myself was like a right, you know, on time, perfectly on time kind of girly. So now I just think I'm late all the time. All right, let me show you the card. Look at how cute this is. It is so easy. Let me see if I can get it a little closer. It is so easy to do. The only critique I kind of have for it is that it's kind of flat, even though the pinwheel pops out. I want to put a little embossing. Hi, Mom. I want to put some embossing on it, but other than that, it's chef's kiss good. But I'm going to take you through the steps so that you can create this. We're going to do some cutting, and I made it very simple. It looks hard. These are cards that look hard, but they're super simple. We cracked the code. Okay, I'm going to flip down. We're going to get started. Say hey to the besties as they come on. Here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. Okay, let me let my delay catch up, and I'll show you my things. Perfect. Okay, I use the mixed labels dies and stamps for the sentiments, and then the banner die and the little label die. We did a little stacking there, so very cute, still available. You can bundle it and save, you know, all the things. So you're going to take out your paper trimmer. Wait, I want to go this way. I always work on the wide side. Does anyone have a preference? I do that because this is about what you need when you're a card maker. When you're a scrapbooker, you throw that bar out. I mean, for some cards, I guess you would need it, but what are you gonna do? Hi, Cheryl, you made it. How you doing? Okay, so this is a 3-inch square of DSP. The only thing when you're choosing your paper, you want a double-sided paper, because on that pinwheel card, you're going to see both sides of the DSP. So that is one thing to keep in mind when choosing your pinwheel paper. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to cut this into 4 triangles. And I want you to go corner to corner in the cut canal. You can wiggle it a little bit, make sure it's corner to corner. And then just cut right through it. Now we have 2 triangles. I'll put one to the side. I'm going to put the wide flat side down on the cut bar, right? Or the bracer bar, I don't know what you would call that. And I'm going to line the tip of my triangle up with my cut canal. And then you're going to cut it. This is going to give you 2 triangles out of that one big one, and you're going to repeat the process. You could do this at the same time. I'm just showing you twice to kind of help you remember. Line up the long side, cut to the corner. Okay, so that's all the cutting you have to do for the pinwheel specifically. Now, I just want to take this piece. We're working in squares today. So this is a 3 by 3 1/4 inch square. But I like this, and it's pretty, but I think it'll look better with a little bit of texture, you know? So I'm gonna grab the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. I'm just gonna throw that in and run it through my embosser right off camera. So I cannot believe it is Friday already. This week has just flown by. I don't know, guys. It's like, could we hit the pause button? Okay? Just for a minute. I'm just asking for a friend. Okay, so now we have our little corrugated piece, but you could really use any one you wanted. Now we're going to line up, and I have to figure this out. Hold on. You're going to make a diamond. I don't know why. I get on here and then I got it. You're going to make a kite. I knew there was a shape involved. I just couldn't remember which one. All right. You're going to make a kite on your paper. So that's easy to remember, right? And you're going to put the top of your triangle in the center of that kite. Like this. Okay? So does that make sense? You're going to take your square, you're going to cut it diagonally to make 4 small triangles. Then you're going to reassemble and just turn it to make it like a diamond or a kite shape. I think kite because there's the line. okay? Try to get it evenly spaced on your square. So that the tips can be hanging over, but they're kind of, it doesn't have to be perfect, but as good as you can get it. Kind of like that, okay? Now, what I did was I grabbed some liquid glue, used a strong adhesive, and you're gonna wanna tack down the corners of your diamond or kite. All right, so since I moved this one out of the way, we're gonna start there. I'm just gonna put a little glue on that tippity top corner, and I'm gonna put it in place. And you're gonna go around and you're gonna stick down the entire kite or diamond this way. Now we're not gluing the whole triangle down yet because we have to fold to make the pinwheel. Smart, right? I know, I have my moments. Now, I don't know if this is traditionally how other crafters have made this. I just saw a picture of a pinwheel card and said, that's what I'm doing. That's what I would like to do. So I figured it out in the Jessie fashion. Hi, Terry. Happy Friday. Okay, so at this point, we have the tips glued down. That paper isn't going to go anywhere. Now I want you to start at the top left little corner here. And you can turn it to make it easier for yourself. Put a little bit of glue in the middle. And then you're going to just grab that corner and you're going to fold it into the middle. Don't squish it down because this depth, this circle, really is going to look cute. You could crease this down if you wanted it flatter for getting it in the envelope, but trust me, try it popped up first. It is so cute. And we're just going to repeat the process. So now I'm going to come to the top right hand little corner and I'm going to fold that one down. Now, if you're using liquid adhesive, you may have to be patient. We all know I'm not good at that. And let it dry a little bit. So keep your finger there. I put a bit more glue. That's the only thing with this that I kind of ran into where maybe Stamp and Seal, which is a strong adhesive, would work better because it's quicker. You know, it's going to dry, it's going to grab it and hold it. But you have a little bit of patience, the liquid glue works just fine. So did you see what I did? I just went around folding those corners into the middle. I apologize for my finger being in the way. I gotta give it time. So we're gonna be stuck here like this. I can't get a clothespin in there, but that's okay. So I'm just kind of looking, make sure I got them where I want them. Ugh, of course, I'm on camera. You can ask my mom. She was sitting here while I did this today. They were not sticking to me. Everything was great. And now I just want to use the fudge word. All right, I'm pulling this mess off. Here we go. I could use the heat tool to kind of stick it, but you know what, bros? You just do you. Hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll use a glue dot. Let's try that. So annoying. I don't know what it is. It's like, I can do this by myself, and I have one issue. I come on camera, And it's like the glue doesn't want to stick. Maybe I put extra glue. I don't know. We don't know. We don't question these things. It's Friday. I'm not going to let it get me down. That one's really stuck. All right. So, let me grab my bone folder here. Get in there. Now those tips don't have to be perfect. You could put a little flower in there. That would be really cute. I'm going to put a gem in there. Put whatever you want. You know? And then I'm afraid to puff it because I don't want it to release. But you could curl those a little bit more. Get the paper where you want it, you know? Like that. Okay. So what do we think? Cute? Very cute. Okay, now I'm going to take one of the larger iridescent resin dots, and I'm going to put that in the middle. I really think I want like a big, do I have anything on my desk? I want something there because I've now made a mess. Hold on, we're going to do this real time. How about a heart? We'll do a heart. How about that? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Okay, so I have this piece that I'm going to mat, and I'm just going to take my punch, and I'm going to cut a little heart out. Pop this. You know, sometimes you just got to make lemonade out of lemons, right? So that's what we're doing. Stick this down. Pop that up. Okay, there. Cute, right? And hopefully that'll hold it down. Now when I did this one, like I said, it stuck down just fine. So I'm not really worried that you're going to have a problem. It's just for some reason when I get on camera, calamity ensues. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll put my little gem there. Look at how cute that is. Maybe it's supposed to go this way. Yeah, I think it goes that way. Super cute. Okay. Now that I've made everybody car sick, let's continue with the card making, shall we? So I've got my mat, and I'm going to glue my paper. And we're going to cover up that little punch that I took out, you know, our little paper saving technique. Okay. Now let me grab the rest of the stuff. So we've got our card. There is glue or something. Give that a good crease down. And I'm going to just stick this on while I've got it. I'm just going to put it towards the top. Okay, now let's do a little stamping. Oh, making a mess. All right, what did I do? For a great friend, that's the front. And then the inside Your kindness made my day. So that's cute, right? Yep. All right. So who's made one of these pinwheel cards before? I know that this outline has, or this style of card has probably been around forever, but I had never done one, and so I definitely wanted to try. I figured even if you had made one, it was worth the refresh. Perfect. Things are coming together. Hi, Tammy. You certainly did make it. Welcome, welcome. We're working on the pinwheel card. Have you ever made one of these before? That was the question. And I'm always looking for new ideas. So if you see a cool card that you want me to try to crack the code on, take a screenshot of it and send it to me, and I will see what I can do. Ooh, that was a little long. These snips. Just give it a little haircut real quick. There. I love using my scraps for things like this. I didn't even measure that. I just looked at it and went, yeah, this looks about right. Looks about good. We're going to call it good. So I've pre-cut out of that pretty paper a banner. And you could put your sentiment right on that, but I just wanted that layered look. So I cut another little label out. And this one we're going to pop up. And just kind of center it. There. Okay. So the last thing we have to do is just put some bling on it, guys. We did it. Even with Glue-a-Palooza, we made it. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make this stuff up. If I had sat there and said, like, well, what is the disaster of this live going to be? I wouldn't have picked, death by glue. I wouldn't have seen it coming. But here we are, friends. And now I've lost my pick. Where the heck is it? Blue. Oh, right in front of me. You know why? Because I was looking for the red, white, and blue one. That's why. All right. So do you guys have like a number of gems that is your magic go-to? Like mine, we all know, is 3. Power 3. I always say it. Sometimes I do more, but for the most part, I go with 3 because I like 3. It's my lucky number. There we go. 2 cards done. 24 minutes. Not bad at all if I do say so myself. Uh-oh, I lost the chat. Hello. It's just going to be one of those days, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Pam, you made it years ago. Yeah, it's like one of those older designs. I'm definitely not recreating the wheel. But it's good. It's like a new you know, a new refresh. You could do something fancy with it now. And I know that you could fold these down, like crease them down. It would be more like a quilt square, I think, if you did it that way. So it depends on the look you're going for. So here is my question. Which one do you like better? With a little bit of texture with that embossing, or just plain is enough? What do you think? Plain or textured? I like both of them. I'm not disappointed with this one. This really makes the pinwheel pop out, I feel like. Yeah, 3 up to 5. Me too. That makes sense. But for some reason, I choose like 3. Well, I know why, because it's one of my favorite numbers, but I don't know. It's a good luck number. 3, yeah. That seems to be, if I'm feeling festive, I'll put 5. Like, you know, if I was going to do this, I guess I could have put a couple more on it. I was happy with this. Let's see. The plain one, the texture. Okay, it's mixed. It's mixed. Some like plain, some like textured. I can't really decide. And I don't know what's throwing me. Because for this one, I curled the purple. And for this one, I left more visible purple and I curled the flower just for a different thing. So is that why I like this one better? Or is it just, I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna flip up for a minute. We'll chit chat. I like to give you a full show. We have 3 more minutes. Here we go. Close your eyes if you get seasick. There we go. After I put you in the washing machine of videos, then I tell you close your eyes. So you're welcome for that. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess. It's Friday. What are we going to do? And I still have tomorrow, we're going to be doing our card making live. So we're going to be making 2 cards. I have to get my card stuff together and everything set up for tomorrow. I'm excited. I think, you know, I have a serious question, and this has been like, I don't know, I've been thinking about it. A lot of people are starting their holiday content now, which I'm down for, because, you know, I would be Halloween 24/7 all year long. But a lot of people, they're not so much into the Halloween, which I understand. The other thing is a lot of people are starting Christmas in July. We do have a few Christmas sets out. So going forward into August, I'm going to mix it up. I'm not going to go total Christmas crazy on you, but I could do some, if you're wanting ideas for getting a jump start on those Christmas cards. So let me know either in the chat or just message me, like, what are your feelings on this? Leave the holiday cards for the holidays, or no, I want to get an early start on it. Show me what you got, because the mini catalog with all the Christmas and fall goodies comes out in September. So I'll be sending catalogs out at the end of this month, or putting the order in for them, and then getting them to you in August. So we will have new stuff coming out as well. I don't know. I just can't decide, and my tablet has decided it will not show me the comments now, so I don't know why. The thing is completely, there. I don't know. It won't show them. Whatever. I'll read it after. So just leave the comments if you got it. I think I'm going to get off here. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I hope you join me tomorrow for more fun card making live. Mwah. Bye. Oh my goodness.